Hi guys, welcome. This is Loans and Lattes, episode 3. My name is Yessie.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Eileen.
Today, we're going to talk about a big topic that many home buyers are interested in, and it's all about how you can save money in your home purchasing journey.
Yep. That's
Right?
super important.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of people are interested. A lot of people can relate. Not everybody has $100,000 in the bank or $60,000. So it's very good to know how you as a client and also you as a realtor, how all the possibilities that are available to your client.
Mm-hmm.
So the first program that we would love to mention is the Hometown Heroes.
The famous.
The famous Hometown Heroes.
We all get text message, hey, is there funds?
Is it available? Where are we at?
So Yessie, what do they have to do to qualify for Hometown Heroes?
So remember how at the beginning it was only open for nurses, teachers,
The first
firefighters. Yeah. So now it's opened for the public, right? So as long as you are, and please keep in mind this program is not just available yet, but it will be maybe sometime this year. We usually get a heads up a little bit,
Like a week before, I think?
yeah,
Or
like a
couple
little
days.
bit before it opens up and it has fun. So just keep in touch with your loan officer, and they'll be able to maybe give you some updates. But down and dirty, to qualify, you need to be employed at least 39 hours each week. Your employer has to be in Florida. You can receive up to 5% of the loan amount, or up to $35,000 of that loan amount. Either one, whichever one meets the threshold first, that's the one that you're getting. But it's very good because that money gets applied to your closing costs, to your down payment, and it definitely has helped a lot of families out, in the home purchasing journey.
Yeah.
Now, one of the no-nos, right? There's
a lot of
always
no-nos.
that no-no
No-nos.
in each program, but it's okay. It's nothing that would be too complicated, right? You cannot sell your home. What's the time frame?
You at all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
there you go.
that
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't
That
have
one-
a time frame.
Yeah, you cannot sell your home at all. Your home always has to be your primary residence,
Well,
right?
you could sell your home. Don't think like
Yeah.
that's it, you're stuck with
Oh,
that
right,
house.
but you would-
But then you owe that money.
You would
back.
have to give that money back. Right,
That's
right,
the
right.
downside of it.
Yes.
That's one of the no-nos. Your property always has to be your first
Primary.
your primary property. So, for example, if you buy another one and make that one your primary property, which it would be considered a vacating primary, the current property that has the program would become an investment, and at that point, you would have to give
Owe back
the
the
money
money.
back.
Yeah, so
So-
it's free money, but it's not exactly free. It's free
Right.
until you do those things. Then at that
Exactly.
point,
You would have to
the
give the
money's
money
owed.
back.
Yeah.
However, if you keep the property until you pay your 30-year mortgage and you keep it for, you keep it
That's
for
it,
as
you
long as
agree,
that, you don't have to give that money back. So that is the good side, it's a grant, but with limits, right?
Yeah, like restriction, like a rules,
Like,
I guess.
exactly.
Which they all do.
Yeah.
They are
At the end of the day,
yeah.
there's no free money involved. I've helped someone with Hometown Heroes, and they came out of pocket because not only did they utilize Hometown Heroes, which gave them 5% of the loan amount, but they also got a seller credit of $6,000. At the end of everything, they only came out of pocket with $3,000 to buy their house.
That's
And
great.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
insane
It's so
how
helpful.
much money it saves you, especially if you don't have all the funds to buy the house. So it's a good program. But there is a program that is completely free.
Yes. So there is a program. Yeah.
That one
You saw
is
that
completely
transition?
free.
Wasn't that nice?
She's like,
Yeah, so there is a program that came out that basically it's a conventional product. So the way it works is that it gives you actually $5,000 towards your closing costs, which is great because that is free money, and then up to $500 for your appraisal. Okay, so you know how these appraisals will be costing you about $500.
500 to 600 depending.
Yeah, depending on, I guess, I don't know, the area, the appraiser, that kind of stuff. But also, when it comes to this program, the only thing you have to do is make sure you meet the eligibility depending on where you live, right? So if, let's say, you plug in your address and you're within the area that they're saying, hey, you're eligible to get that grant, then great, that's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to own that property. You don't even have to rent.
You
that
can
property.
rent.
No,
Right,
you
right,
can
you
be
just-
living
yeah, you can
rent-free.
live.
You know,
Exactly.
you're living with mom and dad right now. That's totally fine. As long as their address meets that standard that they're looking for, then you're totally fine. You'll qualify for that. Honestly, all you have to do is put the 3% down, which is great. If you want to put more, that's fine. But if you're getting a grant, you might as well just put the minimum if you can. You have to be a first-time home buyer because that's what they're trying to get these people to come in and that are new first-time home buyers to buy houses. That's what they want. They want to
help out. Help out.
help them become
homeowners. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. I was like, there's the word homeowners, right? What's another thing?
They have to take the home buyer course.
They do.
Oh, the course. Yes.
Which helps.
Which no, and it's easy. It's not.
super
It's
easy.
not a
Yeah.
lot. I had some clients that they weren't tech savvy, so I had them come to my office. I sat with them, and between me working, I was with them in the office, and I helped them out with the course. And it's not hard at all. It's actually to teach you and
understand.
make you a better home buyer
Yeah.
because you understand certain type of technical terms, stuff that we use, stuff that you need, and
There's
it's
clients
really
that
good.
don't even know what the word escrow is. They're like, what's that?
Exactly.
Hey, we're here to help you understand that.
Exactly.
But it's cool to have an actual course that's to say, look, this is what escrow is. This is those are
And it's
little
not
things
long,
you should know.
and it's not long at all.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
For that one, it's not long at all.
No, and I have had people come out of it and feel more confident.
Of
about,
course, it teaches a lot. It teaches.
Because being a first-time home buyer it's really tough. Because exactly, you're learning everything for the first time. So that course definitely helps put them at ease going into the home buying process.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. It's so nice
It
to have
is.
that support. I mean, even if it's as little or as much as Hometown Hero, it's amazing because not a lot of people have a lot of funds in their bank accounts. And a lot of people need help more than you think, and it's nice that they give you those incentives to
you got
make you buy and
Hometown Heroes. You got
the Home Ready program,
and then
girl,
what else? What
you
else is
up,
it, Jessica?
You're up.
So, okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys on this one, right? Because there are other options, right? Hometown Heroes, you can't use that right now. It's not funded. Home Ready, you have to qualify for a conventional loan, and sometimes that may be a little bit hard. So let's say if you're left with FHA, but you still want some type of home buyer assistance, I like to let my clients know that this is like a worst case scenario. This is plan D, if you will. But plan D,
DE, always D.
just because of it's a little bit of a mission, right? So if you cannot get home.
We got a bug problem.
Sorry guys, we're filming outdoors because the light is just so pretty out here. But so if you cannot get any of these other options, but you still want home buyer assistance, the cities and counties that you purchase your home in do have grants as well available. They're called home buyer assistance or purchase assistance programs where you can apply for the grant. Now, the reason why I like to leave this as a last case scenario is because it takes double the time to close. So yes, you're gonna get some cities offer a lot of money. Miami Gardens offers $40,000. The city of Boca Raton will give you $100K
Oh my
to
god.
buy your house. And even though obviously your closing costs are not gonna be $100K, but you could use it as a principal reduction, which helps. That's less money that you're borrowing. But like I said, it takes double the time to close. And
It's a
they
process.
ask, it's a process.
The seller has to be willing to accept a longer contract rather than most
Yes.
people offer a 30-year
30 year, no.
girl, a 30-day
30-day
contract.
closing.
So I mean, it does has to be in
Yeah.
specific situations. I would say the program is very good. I mean,
Yes.
it gives you a lot of money,
And
but
it depends on how competitive the market is.
no, and the house, the seller,
Yeah.
there's a lot of variables. So sometimes it's not as realistic of a program as the Hometown Hero,
Exactly.
Home Ready.
You shouldn't rely on it
Exactly.
at all. Just have your funds. If you can go ahead and qualify for that and everything kind of aligns, then go for it.
Then
Then
you're
you have
good.
your funds that you had saved up, you keep it in your pocket, and you move on.
That's the benefit of those other two programs is they work simultaneously in the
Oh,
closing.
yes. That's
So it
very
doesn't
good.
take any extra time. But if, like I said, worst case scenario, you need to get the money from the city or the county that you're buying in, just know it's going to take extra time. The seller might not accept your offer
Of course
based on that. It is it does have the same requirement where if you rent out your home, like if you end up buying another home and renting this one out or selling it, the money is due at that point. Now those have limits though. Like Miami Gardens is after 5 years, it's
Nice.
gone. Like that's it. You don't have to worry about it. City of Orlando, it's 15 years. So it just depends. You have to really look into the program, but it is a good program at the end of the day if you really need those funds. Now, I have had one be denied on me. So that's why we say, yes, have those funds just in case, because you might get denied for it. They only have a few applications a year, and they might deny you, but still, it's worth a shot.
What
okay?
happened to that client at that point? Because I mean, that's important to know because if people
That's
are
what I'm saying.
relying,
You should have the money.
if people
just in
are
case,
relying on
you know.
that,
That
brand.
was a mess. That client was a mess, and I'm glad that we closed, and I was able to say goodbye to that client because I'm gonna keep it 100. That client, no, the reason why she didn't get approved, it wasn't because of anything on the city's part. It was because she had Zells coming in every day from like relatives. And I tried to explain to the city that the relatives were trying to help them out and whatever, but the city took it as extra income because it was Zells coming in every single day.
Yeah.
And at that point, they were disqualified because they were over the income limit.
Oh wow.
Now that's the good thing about the conventional home ready is there is no income limit.
There
you could
isn't.
literally be
Yeah.
a high earning individual and still get it.
Yeah.
But like for example, home ready it has an income limit, but they set the bar pretty high, right? Hometown
so for
Heroes,
this,
I mean.
oh yes, they do. Yes, it's
Yeah.
very reachable. Yes.
They have
Yes,
an
yes.
income limit, but they set the bar pretty high. But when it comes to cities and the counties, they are trying to help lower earning people, like lower income earning people,
Yeah, to help them purchase a home.
to help them become homeowners. So that's what happened with that one. But
No, and about the with
If
the
we-
hometown hero, it has your single income or together with your
Household.
partner. Exactly. With
Yeah,
your
depends
household
you-
partner. Depending
How
on
many people
on
are in your household?
Yeah, depending on the tier that you fall is where you have to be in the limits of the income.
Yeah.
But I mean it's very high. It's not almost nobody not qualifies.
yeah, they
Yeah.
keep it at a decent amount, like something normal.
That's true.
But yeah, so guys, let me know about your peaks and pits.
Picks and picks.
Who wants to go first?
You.
Go.
You want to go first?
You want to
Alright.
go first.
I want to go first. Okay, so my peak right now, I guess it kind of talks about what we talked about last week, which was the whole HELOC program that we go ahead and offer and stuff. So that's the peak, that we have that program, that we're able to help clients get money as quickly as 5 days. So what I'm seeing that is my pit is that I am promoting that program to my clients, past clients, new clients, and then they all kind of say the same thing. They're like, oh, but I don't wanna touch my mortgage, like my interest rate right now. Like no, and I tell them and I explain to them like no, it's totally fine. We're not gonna touch your mortgage interest rate. We're good. This is a different kind of loan. Like, but then at that point I tell them like okay, the rate's this. I'm like oh, that's too high. That's too high because obviously they're comparing it from their 2.99 to like whatever it is today when it comes to HELOCs, which it is a little higher. But they don't kind of keep in mind that they're paying credit cards are 29% interest rate. Like at that point, you're like, but you're paying this much a month on interest. But you kind of have to explain that to the client until they understand that. But I guess when they start seeing houses, they correlate their interest rate, and then they're just I don't know. It's just not working for me. But I'm gonna keep trying. That's my pit
But
right
let
now
me-
with my clients, with everything I'm dealing with.
Let me chime in into that. At that point, when they say, "Oh, but that's so high," I tell them, "Listen, this is definitely depending on the market. However, these type of loans do tend to be a little bit
They're on the
higher
yeah.
than your regular loan, right? This is like a second loan that you're taking out on your house that it does not affect on the first one. So maybe depending on their situation, how do you say that saying the risk is worth the reward. How's that saying? I don't know.
I'm terrible with sayings.
We get you.
Well,
So,
whatever.
but I
It's
understand.
that. It's better
get
to
you.
get
We
the
get
loan if you need it.
We understand each other.
It's better to get
Yeah.
the loan if you need it than to have the higher interest rate. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, yeah, no,
If,
yeah,
if
yeah.
everybody understood that.
No, I
No,
understood.
If you have the 2%, the 3%, even
Yeah.
the 4%, that doesn't exist
Yes,
anymore.
exactly. But
Yeah,
they're just going,
that's-
I guess
that's
because they're
pretty cool.
thinking,
That's
oh, this is my
post-COVID.
house and this is a loan on my house. This is too far off. You know, people
Yeah.
are not understanding that HELOCs are never going to be that close.
Yeah.
It's
The
just not.
the good
you
thing
know?
about that is though is that they're only paying on what they take out. So if let's say they're approved for 100K to be able to take out on the equity of their home, if they only take out 20K, you're only paying on that 20K. And the good thing is you have that line of credit. Imagine it's like a credit card.
Yeah.
And if you need it for emergencies down the line, you could still pull out and just pay it back and stuff like that. So
That's the
But-
cool thing about it.
you know, I did one recently, and my client was like, "It cannot be this easy." Like we were doing
Yeah,
it,
people don't
and
believe
we were
it.
in
Like,
disbelief.
People don't believe it. I'm like, is it this easy?
Literally, it's super easy.
Yeah.
You get approved the same day. They do a soft pull. You have the money within 5 days. No appraisal, no title work, no nothing. It's the simplest thing to get money, and especially in case of emergency, if you want to invest in another business,
Yeah.
if you want to do home renovations, like
It's good to have there. You never know you need it.
easy.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I have clients that just took advantage and they're gonna do their kitchen and their bathrooms and all that cute stuff to their house. So yes, what's your peaks and pits?
So my peak, I have a lot of work right now, which I'm very grateful for.
Hallelujah.
I'm very. Thank you,
Amen.
thank you, mortgage gods. No, I'm definitely very grateful for, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
My pit is that they kind of go together. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of attention to the clients, and I love to do that because I love
No,
my
it's
job.
your personality too. Like,
Right.
yeah.
It is.
Like, guys, stop.
You make me blush. No, but I really do love it. I really do love my job, and it is a lot of work. So you kind of have to like balance your time
Yeah,
and
it's a
with
tough
the
one.
household and with the work. And unfortunately, since we work 24/7.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're like doctors.
24/7. We're always on call. We're always on call. Sometimes we do have to take those calls at home. So it's you do have to work a little bit on work-life balance because we have families and we have
Yeah, we're trying.
we have duties at home. But it's very good. I mean, my peak goes kind of with my pit, so it's this
a
month.
good one.
Yeah, this month is good, and hopefully I'm working on the following, so it's gonna be just as good. So
Yeah,
Nice.
it's good.
let's
Yes.
see.
Amen. Well, my peak has to do with a transaction I'm doing right now. I was kind of nervous, right? Because I didn't know 100% if we were gonna get the co-borrower's income approved because he
Oh,
works
that's
at a
nice.
restaurant. And in restaurants,
That's
the
always
hours
complicated.
vary.
Yes.
But
Plus the tips and all that.
yes, but we were able to make it happen. We were able to make it work out, and
Good.
hallelujah, they're buying their house and they're so happy. But I was really nervous about that. I was like, and I let them know ahead of time. I'm like, listen, the only thing that could F this up
F this.
is that income. I'm almost certain we can do it this way, but let's have plan B, C, D, 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 D. Like that's the issue with our jobs is we always have to
Yeah.
have plan B and plan C and plan D already in place in case
anything
anything
happens.
Yeah, look ahead.
Anything.
Look ahead to predict
Yes.
any possible problems.
anything
And so it
can
doesn't
happen. Pit. I don't know. I don't really have a pit.
No.
That's good.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a
not
good
bad.
problem to have. A pit. I don't know.
That's okay. Don't have any, girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't call it into the universe. That's
Don't
it. No, no.
don't throw that out there. Do
No,
not throw it out there. We don't want no problems up in here.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I think that if anybody has anything to add, I think that concludes episode.
3.
3.
Episode 3 in French, not in anything else.
Mind you, none of us speak French, but okay.
None of us are French. None of us are French, but it's kind of been like a trend. Like episode 1, then it was 3, And then now it's
Do.
Sorry. It was do.
see, we
And
always
now it's twa.
But yeah.
I get what you're
Thank you
doing.
guys for tuning in and listening.
Thank you
and stuff like
guys.
that.
Thank you so
know,
much.
You can always comment down below and give us any feedback or anything that you want to learn about or any tips or anything that you want to know when it comes to home buying, refinancing, selling, renting, anything home related. Like just,
We're here
you
at your
can-
disposal.
Yeah.
And also about us, right? Because we're here to
Oh yeah, we're here too. You know.
communicate,
Yes.
Yeah.
give, tell. So, I mean, if
I have something to add.
oh,
So
okay,
it's a
okay, let's go.
quick
Never
thing.
mind. Cancel.
Sorry.
Cancel the
All right.
previous. Cancel, please.
Just so
Cancel
you
the
know,
previous.
we have new shirts.
Oh.
How did we
Oh, wait,
forget to
wait,
mention
wait,
that?
wait,
We gotta turn around, hon. Stand up really quick. You can, right here.
Hold on. What does it say there? It says
In my pockets era.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go. So another thing that we're probably gonna do later on, and we'll announce it before. We'll probably do like a little giveaway.
Oh, yes.
Of our
Yes.
shirts. So you guys could rep Loans and Lattes.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that and
That's it.
subscribe. Hit that
Thank you
button.
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.